tweaked your shoulder a little bit. Had the red jersey on. It's kind of what's the status with that?
Oh yeah, I'm good, man. I'm just doing treatment every day, trying to get better. I heard it in the weight room a little bit, but it's just been in the training room trying to get right.
Just obviously new offense. Just you're a couple weeks in here with OTAs. What's your kind of impressions of this new system?
I love it, man. It's a great offense for the playmakers that we have. The West Coast offense that San Francisco ran, so we got a lot of playmakers since my first year, so it's to be able to use them, and with a lot of pre-snap motion, a lot of different things that we haven't ran in the past. They bring here, so I'm excited.
What do you think some of that'll be able to bring out of your game as you keep trying to level up and everything?
Just being more explosive, probably more yards per catch with the space that he's putting us into. The more yards after catch, more explosive plays for not just only me but Sheed and AK and Taysom. So I'm excited to be able to be in the system.
I assume you think you guys can be a lot more explosive than you have been the last couple of years?
Oh yeah, of course. It brings a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying, the playbook, but just accountability. I feel like that's going to lead us to success.
They said the language is a little shorter. Have you found that the language that you guys use is it about the same, or is it a little?
It's kind of the same, really. Yeah. It's long plays, but it's more understanding for sure. I feel like you could get to that more understanding plays, and I feel like that's the difference.
Hayner was saying the other day, just kind of like coming into this offense after like 20 years of Breeze, and just kind of how it was just kind of built on top of each other and on top of each other is like kind of a lot to kind of take in. Do you find that like kind of tearing it down to something new, starting at like zero with everybody, it's just a little bit easier to kind of get everybody on the same page?
Yeah, I feel like it's way easier. Like you said, it was kind of more of a Drew Brees style, the last playbook. So all credit to them though. They built that around him, around his players, but. Like I said, it's more. This playbook is more for matchups, and I feel like it's going to be better for us.
How do you think it's going to really take advantage of your skill sets?
Just building around the strengths that I have. You know what I'm saying? Things that I can do and things that she can do. Things that our players can do is kind of focused on what we can do and building on that. I feel like it's playing to the player's strengths, so I feel like it's going to help us a lot.
A lot of the emphasis has been around the way this offense will have a lot more speed. How's that transition been so far?
I mean, like I said, it's building around the player's strengths. So, of course, we got speed with me and she and AT at receiver. So, just building around that. Like I said, playing to our strengths and be able to capitalize off that. I feel like it's going to help us a lot.
But more so like the up-tempo aspect and, getting a lot of plays in less time.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely going to play a big difference. Like I said, coming from the West Coast, they bringing that San Fran offense here. So, I'm excited to be able to be a part of that.
For you personally, what's the next level look like for you? What are you trying to accomplish this year?
Just staying consistent, man. I had a couple ups and downs last year. Just building off that. You're always gonna work on the physical part, but being able to bounce back after a bad game, the mental aspect. Just learning that last year and being able to build on that this year is a huge part.
With Mike gone, do you take it upon yourself to kind of be that voice in the room, or to take a step forward even further?
I mean, it's not really. I mean, everybody kind of grown in the NFL, so it's just on you to be able to have that standard. Like I said, I just try to do that, lead by example. I'm not really outspoken, but just lead by example, working hard, trying to dominate every rep, and hopefully they follow after that.
And that yards after the catch, do you feel like that's a strength of yours that maybe wasn't utilized? I don't know if utilize is the right word, but you could show more in that kind of
yeah, it's an offense that is built around that. Just catching the ball in space, catching the ball over the middle, or even on the outside with space and separation. I feel like it's built around having yards after catch. So I'm definitely proud to be in the system, like I said, and I'm excited.
Is that a mindset too, like being good at yards after the catch? Like,
oh yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, you don't want to get tackled by the first person, and my mindset is trying to take everything to the house, every touch. So I definitely got to do that more, and I'll definitely try to work on that in practice.
Hey Chris, what's been your impression of Keith Williams?
Great dude, man. Some that I definitely needed, some that he relates to me, just from backgrounds, and he's a great coach, great leader, motivational, and like I said, I'm excited to have him around, and for him to push me is everything that I need. So.
Chris, when you're talking about like mentally bouncing back, from tough performances or whatever, like, did you like try to find any resources to kind of help you figure out how to do that?
Oh yeah, I mean it's older guys that tell me that's natural. Just have bad games, but just having the standard that I have for myself and the expectations I have for myself gets hard sometimes. So just being able to be hard on yourself, but at the same time just let it go and just bounce back for the next game is something that I learned last year.
Are you one of those guys that feels like you should always have a certain level of production, or are you okay with those certain games where the defense is so focused on you that other guys have good games and you're just running good routes and the ball's not coming there?
Yeah, I definitely was like that early in my career, especially in college. But I found out it's just about winning, really. Just trying, if you are that number one guy, just bring that attention to you so other guys can get open. It's going to be games like that. But as long as we winning, I feel like I can control what I can control. So.
And how accustomed are you, since you've been here, in a way since your rookie year, there have been games where you've been the number one guy, really. When did you really start getting used to, in the NFL, knowing that you were the primary concern for the opposing secondary?
Probably last year, really. My rookie year, I wasn't really receiver one. Mike and Jarvis was here. Kind of had to play my role until they got hurt. But probably last year when that was the focal point, it still wasn't too much attention. But some games it was kind of like that. So probably last year, that's when I learned.